movies. I think, you got two decent movies. And the first one is a Nicole Kidman movie. It's called Before I Go to Sleep. And she plays this woman who has amnesia. She suffered some sort of a horrible accident, and now every morning she wakes up, her loving husband, played by Colin Firth, has to remind her about her marriage and her condition. And then when she goes to sleep, she forgets it all. She has to start over at square one the next day.
Oh, there's a lot of husbands out there that would love that.
That's right. You would never lose an argument, or you wouldn't care. It's like, hey, tomorrow everything will be fine.
I'll be home by 5 in the morning to remind you what not to think of.
That's right. And, so now, but she's working with, like, this psychologist, and she's starting to get flashbacks from her past, and her past is freaky-deaky, baby.
So with the great actors that we have here, is this something that people are going to go see?
And I would say it's a good kind of popcorn-chomping movie. You got enough surprises and intrigue to overcome the faults. And I think a lot of that's because you get caught up in this messy web of deceit and mystery, and it's kind of fun, even though we're mocking the silly parts. So I'm going to say 2.5 waffles. I think you'd have a decent time.
So it is entertaining.
It's entertaining. And frankly, the funny part is everybody in the movie is better than Nicole Kidman. She's the most forgettable actor in the whole movie. Not that she stinks, but you just feel like she's going along with everything. It's Colin Firth and Mark Strong who are really awesome, because we're starting to think there's something not right about those guys. And that's where the mystery is. You're trying to figure out, what did they do? What do they know? And how's it going to end?
All right. I'm actually surprised where, we have a Halloween weekend, Halloween day, the new movies are out, and not one single scary movie. But we do have another, drama, suspenseful drama?
That's right. It's called Nightcrawler. This is Jake Gyllenhaal channeling his inner taxi driver. He is Robert De Niro, and he plays this guy who's a very lonely, creepy loser dude, and he starts to become successful shooting crime videos and crime scenes overnight and giving them and selling them to local news stations. But as he gets more successful, the pressure's on to do something more sensational, to do something bigger, to do something more shocking, and we find out he's willing to do whatever it takes.
So is this another entertaining type of movie?
Well, it's entertaining and it's creepy and it's fascinating, I think, because of Gyllenhaal. He has the right amount of intensity and dedication and creepiness to make this guy into a dangerous psychopath, into a comical character. Like if Nicolas Cage was playing this guy, we'd be rolling in the aisles at how stupid it was. But Jake Gyllenhaal, he's more captivating. He makes him a very menacing kind of guy, and he's awesomely weird, and that's what you can't take your eyes off of. I'm going to say 3.5 waffles.
I have to admit, in the previews, they make him look so creepy. And they don't do it with makeup or anything like that. So I don't know how, he's able to do it with the look that he has.
Well, and that's what it is. He looks like a guy who's just on the edge all the time. It's the way he speaks. It's the actions that he takes, kind of the menacing feel that he has. I'm telling you, it's a great performance from him. Really fantastic.
Since there are no scary movies to go see, what would you recommend being a good scary movie to watch at home?
Well, two of my favorites, The Conjuring, which I think is one of the greatest horror movies of the last 10, 20 years, or take a chance on something a lot of people haven't seen. It's called The Last Exorcism. It's a guy who's kind of a con man. He thinks he's fooling these people by getting them to hand over their money and exorcise their demons, but this one is real.
Wow. All right. There you go. Something for everybody this weekend. Willie, what do we have next week?
Next week, how about Matthew McConaughey in Interstellar?
All right. Now, let's go to outer space.
I just hope he drives the spaceship like he drives the Lincolns.
All right. Have yourself a happy Halloween. We'll talk to you next week.
All right. Talk to you then.